Nice one. Cheers, see you in a bit. Okay, bye, bye. In Hammersmith and Fulham, we live in a really diverse community, and it's a community that has a huge amount of wealth and a huge amount of poverty living side by side. There are lots of people in our local community who are struggling. People are struggling to be able to afford all of those essentials. Do they pay their money for food? Do they put the heating on? Do they put the lights on? It's a really tricky balance for so many people. It's really important for us as Hammersmith and Fulham Food Bank to get out into the community and to let people know what we do. Our relationship with the community goes the full circle. We completely rely on donations of food from the community in the supermarkets and the collections that local businesses do. We also rely on members of the community to refer to us. So all our referral partners are existing organisations, schools, colleges, GPs, etc. And they're the ones who know who's struggling and can pass people to Food Bank for further support. And obviously we need people to be able to trust us and know that when they come through their doors they're going to get treated with dignity and compassion.
Come in, welcome.
And so for us it's really important to be able to get out to all of the organisations we can, and schools are a really important part of our relationship with the community.
Addison Primary is a warm, vibrant community school. Our school is completely diverse. It's a mix of affluent families and families from deprived homes. And we have realised over the last few months that some of our families are struggling. Some children are really worried because they just keep hearing the words bills, 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 and they see it as a bad, dangerous word. And we've really thought about how we could help them. We have children coming in now who are really sad and saying, Mum keeps mentioning the bills, we're struggling, we can't afford things.
Yeah, even us with full-time jobs, we're affected as well.
Yeah.
So we can imagine with a lot of younger children.
Yeah, with 3-4 children,
Yeah.
it's difficult. My
Yeah.
fear is how many are quiet about it and silently struggling. We can only give so much as a school, and that makes us feel at times powerless because we don't know how much, we don't have much more to give. But the assembly on Monday, we'll have the team from the food bank and they will be able to educate the children, and those who can spare something, the children will be able to donate and they will know where it's going. And when they know that, they can share that with their family and their local community. So the awareness is there for everybody, and hopefully our families are able to take that opportunity to go and get the help that they need.
To keep that bond between the community and the school going. It's not just the parents, the peers and the teachers, it's the whole wider community.
Absolutely. What we want them to feel is that their role in the community is important, they're valued, and that they recognise other people's values and how important it is to share.
We have a very special visitor today. This is Mr. Phil Story.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Phil will do. Phil's fine. So there are lots of children in our borough this morning who are going to school hungry, and so that's why we from Food Bank collect food to try and make sure that people are not going hungry in our community. So that's what you're going to help us with your project. Is actually by helping others, you get a really good feeling yourself. Now usually people come to see us because something's changed. They lost their job, somebody in their household got sick and they can't work, something changed and therefore they're in a short period where they're really struggling. So the idea is when they come to Food Bank, we don't just give them food, we try and fix the problem that has meant that they've ended up at Food Bank. So actually sitting down and having a chat and a cup of tea and a piece of cake is really important, because that's how we can then make sure people get the help that they need. So all of your help to make sure we've got enough food stock is really important. But also you can help by making sure you know about Food Bank and what we do. And then if you know anyone who's struggling, or your parents know anyone who's struggling, or anyone in your school community who's struggling, we can make sure that people in our community don't go hungry. To build schools as an important referral partner is absolutely essential, so that those in the school community can spot parents and families who might be struggling and make sure they get the help that they need quickly.
Being able to teach them that we can help and that they also deserve help is just so important to us.
How was your day?
It was good.
Hi.
We learnt about food banks and a man came to talk about it. I've heard about food banks before, but I didn't know there was one in Hammersmith and Fulham.
I was thinking about donating something.
Yeah.
Some stuff like juice, milk, soup, and stuff like that.
Great. Let's do this.
It really starts to form a sense of belonging for the children to be able to give something that tangibly they know is going to go to somebody really local who's going hungry at the moment.
Hello, I'm Nazra.
Hello, Nazra. Nice to meet you.
We've got a whole room. Children have been very generous.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
People's generosity is staggering this time of year.
We completely exist on the generosity of our donors. And I think that's really important. We're not part of the system. You know, we don't want to be part of the system. We don't want to exist. Our whole goal is to find a future where food banks aren't needed, where people have enough money to live on, so they can feed themselves, feed their family, pay their bills, and exist in a way that gives them dignity and respect.
Thank you very much.
Take care.